Morning. Just went to a little coffee shop and had some thoughts for you this morning before I head back to the apartment. Um, I'm gonna turn my critical thinking brain on its own self. I had some great conversations yesterday with some of the guys here, and I'd been I was chatting about my software that I'm building and where I'm at with it, and kind of thoughts about my strategy. And one of the guys I was talking to basically immediately pushed back on some of my, I guess you could say, limiting beliefs that I was sharing, either consciously or unconsciously. And I mean, maybe I'll exaggerate a little bit, but one of the things that I brought up as an example was I was explaining who I think my target customer is for my software. And basically I was saying, oh yeah, you know, I'm the original vision was for small to medium-sized YouTubers, and explaining why that is and kind of my thought process behind it. And he was saying how it's very possible that large YouTubers might actually be a better customer because they have more willingness to pay. And anyway, I just felt, I kind of looked back on that moment thinking, like, why are you arguing against someone who has your best interest in mind? Like, he's on your team. Why are you arguing with him? You know? And so I just had this feeling that what would you say? Very much related to the video I made yesterday about the logical brain and reserving judgment. It felt like this was a good example of my logical brain is getting in the way of being willing to learn and accept that I could be wrong, and that someone with more experience, I should just trust what they say. And now I think what I was journaling about this morning was that my brain is trying to, it has some grasp of reality, and it's trying to bridge the gap between my brain's picture of reality and what someone else is telling me is reality, you know? And so, because I hesitate to believe that it's the best strategy to just believe 100% and trust 100% what someone is saying. And the reason I hesitated there is because I think sometimes you need to do that if you can trust enough in the person. But I don't know. I don't know if that's is that an excuse from me? Is it is it a comfort thing of not wanting to drastically change my perception of reality because fundamental assumptions that I believe could be wrong, and it takes discomfort and effort to rewrite those things. So I don't know. I'm sure there are many ways to go about this. One being putting your full trust in someone else's ideas and words, and another being trying to bridge the gap between your reality and integrating in the advice that they give you. And so I think what I wanted to, or what I took away from this was to approach even more with trying to learn and understand, and making it even more obvious that, this is what I think, but like, what do you think, and how could I be wrong, rather than trying to argue my position. I think the better strategy is coming at this more with, this is what I was thinking, but what do you think, or how could this be wrong, or what's your perspective here? I think even just that little change of wording and frame of mind would make a big difference. So anyway, we are rewriting beliefs here, and that was kind of the goal. And this is why I like this group. So anyway, see you tomorrow. Maybe. I'll let you know. See ya.